dot 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 dot. Interesting. Dot dot dot. Huh? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was just reading this book here. Who actually reads? Oh, hey, Professor Oak! Yeah, sorry to keep me waiting. I've been here like all day just waiting around. But yeah, this is Professor Oak here, and last time I checked, Professor Oak was like, you know, the big-time professor from back in, you know, Fire Red and Leaf Green, you know, Red and Blue, the original games. And we already beat that game, so what could he possibly be doing? Because I know Meryl's not from Fire Red and Leaf Green. Anyways, we're going to tell him a little about ourselves. Are you a boy or a girl? Won't you please tell me? Professor Oak, you seriously are like, you need some glasses or something. Like, you're obviously getting too old for this. Your hair's turning all gray. You can't even tell if I'm a boy or a girl. I'm standing right in front of your face. But yeah, I'm a boy. I thought about picking the girl for a second, just because I always pick the boy, but I'll go ahead and be the boy. And, I'm going to make my name the same as I have in every other game I've done a walkthrough for, Leroy. Because that's how all of you call me. Or that's what all of you call me, I should say. And yep, my name is Leroy. I love how he asks you, he's like, your name is Leroy? It's like, yeah, are you sure that's your real name? Yeah, I think I know my own name. Anyways, here we go. Dreams, adventures, the world of Pokemon awaits us. Here we go. Leroy's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver walkthrough, Part 1. Alright, so you're going to start off in your bedroom here, like always. And let's see, we got our laptop here, or the PC as they call it. And, yeah, it's our mailbox. Yahoo Mail, guys. Let's check out. We got any emails? Looks like we got one. From Lyra, she says, I love Pokemon. Yeah. Anyways, there's not really anything to do in our room right now, so, we're just gonna head downstairs. I mean, there's a Wii we could play, which would be fun, but you're not gonna get anywhere in the game if you just play the Wii, so head downstairs, and you're gonna find your mom. Your dad, I'm not really sure. I guess he left you at, like, a young age or something. He's like, whoa, you're pregnant? I'm out of here. So yeah, you're just left with your mom. And she's talking about how you gotta go over to the professor's lab. Because, you know, that's where you start the game, you get your Pokemon and everything. So now she's gonna give you all the items you need to complete your adventure. And you'll see all these pop up on the bottom screen. Your bag, your, you know, trainer card, all that stuff. So she's gonna go back to the table where she pretty much spends the entire game sitting. And yeah, she doesn't have a job, so I really don't know who's paid for the house here. But yeah, really quickly, guys, go to your options menu and change the text speed to fast. That'll help you out a lot. But right here is our hometown, New Barktown. And right off the bat, some Meryl's just going to run out of nowhere and run into you. And then right here is the girl that actually emailed us. This is Lyra, or however you say it. I don't know, but she's like, oh, it's my Meryl. And yeah, it jumps all around, it's all happy, and they walk off. She doesn't even thank me for finding it for her. Like, geez, seriously. Anyways, the town is pretty cool. Like, every house has their own wind turbine. Like, super energy-efficient town right here. And this old dude here is talking about Professor Elm, and he's got some new Pokemon he's discovered. So let's go ahead and check that out, because this is his house right here. But actually, check it out. There's a ginger dude looking through the window. Dot, dot, dot. So this is the famous Elm Lab. And he's like, what are you staring at? Then he kicks you. Like, dude, it's an angry ginger spying on Professor Elm. And yeah, he'll just kick you if you go near him, so we're just going to head inside. We'll worry about that angry little boy later. Anyways, this is the lab right here, and here's Professor Elm. And he's going to talk a bunch about his research and all of his Pokemon and stuff. Pretty much if you've played a Pokemon game, you know what's going on here. The professor is going all crazy like, dude, I got all these Pokemon. I'm going to give you one. You're going to go on this great adventure. So yeah, you get to choose between one of 3 very rare Pokemon. There's a Fire type, a Water type, and a Grass type like always. But quickly he's got some email on his computer. And this is actually an email from a dude named Mr. Pokemon. Now, Mr. Pokemon is a dude we'll find later in the game, so don't worry too much about it right now. Right now, all that's important is that you pick your Pokemon. That's what you should be thinking about. And, oh yeah, he's mentioning that you're going to have to go run some errands for him. We'll talk about that later. But anyways, here are the 3 Pokemon. Now, I've already made a video explaining, you know, the pros and cons of the 3 starters in this game. So I won't talk about them too much, but Chikorita is the Grass type. You got the Water type, Totodile, and, of course, the Fire type, Cyndaquil. Now, pretty much everyone and their mom picks Cyndaquil or Totodile in this game. Like, seriously, it's always one of those 2. Everyone forgets about Chikorita, always. So I'm going to go ahead and be the guy who chooses Chikorita, just to prove that it's just as good as the rest. Actually, it might not be as good as the rest, but I'm going to prove that it's definitely a good choice for a starter. So we got our Chikorita, and in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Your Pokemon actually follow you around. And I gotta think of a nickname really quick. I don't know why I didn't think of this before I started recording. I'll be right back in a minute. Alright guys, I thought of a creative nickname. It took me about 5 minutes, but I thought of a good one. Alright, so as we all know, Chikorita's a grass type. And I was trying to think of different things that are like kind of grassy. And I thought of Herb, then I was like, Herbie, that's a good name. So yeah, Herbie is going to be your name. So yeah, we got our first Pokemon. And just like in Yellow version, you know, your Pikachu follows you around. Whatever Pokemon you have in the front of your party will follow you around in this game, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, he's saying right now you got to go visit Mr. Pokemon who lives north of Cherry Grove City. That's your first mission. You got to go to that guy's house and talk to him because he's got some, you know, big breakthrough in research or something. So this guy right here is going to give you some potions to help you out. Potions will be found in your bag, and you can use them to heal up your Pokemon if you're low on health. Pretty nifty. You get some potions right off the bat for free, which is nice, because you normally have to pay for them. So here we go again. It's Lyra/Lyra. Someone should really tell me in a comment how to pronounce her name. She's like, "Hey, Leroy, how's it going?" And I messed up my camera while I was thinking of a nickname, so I'm adjusting it again. But anyway, she's like, "Oh, your Pokemon's so cute." And she's talking about, you know, all this stuff. You're going to become great friends with your Pokemon, right? But she mentions you should show your Pokemon to your mom. So yeah, you're going to have to go to your mom's house really quick to move on with the game. So let's talk to our Chikorita real quick, see what it's doing. Question mark? It's sniffing at me. Oh, great, my Chikorita. I love how it reminds me so much of having like a pet dog just sniffing at you. Anyways, let's take a look at our Chikorita. It's a hardy nature, which is nice because it doesn't mess with any of my stats or anything. Yeah, it's only level 5 right now, so it'll get stronger as the game goes on. I think it's going to be a nice choice for my starter. Oh, he's like picking Chikorita. Anyways, there's the angry ginger dude again. He's still out there. Anyways, let's go back to our house. And our mom, of course, is still sitting there at the table. Let's go ahead and talk to her. She's like, "Oh, that's such a cute Pokemon you have. Professor L must have given it to you." And she's talking about the task we have. She's like, "That sounds so difficult, going all the way up to Mr. Pokemon's house north of Cherry Grove City. That's so difficult. Little does she know we're going to be, you know, fighting Team Rocket and going for the Elite Four and stuff." She's like, "Yeah, going north of Cherry Grove, that's pretty tough." But she gives you the Pokegear. It's a nifty little device thing you get in this game. You can get your town map on it. You can make phone calls. And actually, I gotta admit, the phone is super annoying because throughout the game, annoying people are going to be calling you like 24/7. You guys will see what I'm talking about later, but anyways, we're gonna, yeah, if you head west of New Barbtown, you can go into the new route. But Professor Elm's gonna stop you. He's like, "Wait 1 second!" And it's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" So he comes after you. You probably think it's some big news. He's like, "Just 1 second!" But he's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta give you my phone number." So yeah, there we go. We got Professor Elm's number. And the Pokegear. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll call you up sometime." And yeah, then he goes back in, and we're on our own now, guys. So we head into Route 29, and yeah. This right here is grass. Yeah, guys, this is grass. Check it out. But yeah, grass, I guess the thick grass, you'll know it when you see it. It's where you find wild Pokemon. I'm playing at night right now, so I'm going to find a Hoot-Hoot. The Pokemon that you find can vary what time of day you're playing in, so if you're at night, you'll find a lot of Hoot-Hoots. If you're in the morning, you're going to find other stuff. Right off the bat, there's just level 2 and 3 stuff. I would actually recommend killing all these things. Because you gain experience and you get up levels. I'm just too lazy to do that, so I don't really ever fight wild Pokemon. I'll probably cut out most of the wild battles. Anyways, you see these little mini trees right here. Not the big green ones, but like the tiny ones like that. We can't get through those yet until we have a special move called Cut. And obviously those little brown borders are kind of stopping us from going up, so we have to go around this way, through the grass. And that's pretty much how all the routes work. There's grass you have to go through, wild Pokemon, and stuff like that. And I'm going to cut out all these stupid wild battles. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to run away from everyone anyway, so there's really no point of showing it. Anyways, there's a little building up there. We won't worry about it. We don't need to go up there. Just keep heading west through the grass. And like I said before, I would recommend fighting those wild Pokemon because you get up. It's nice to get up a lot of levels at the beginning of the game because then you're kind of 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Alright, I wanted to come up here and grab this thing. You're going to find a lot of these trees. There's stuff you can get inside them. Little berries and stuff, except I guess I can't do that right now because I don't have the right item to store them in, so whatever. I just kind of wasted my time then. But anyways, here's Cherry Grove City. And right when you get in, this old man right here is like, "You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell." He's like, everyone's a rookie at some point, so he's going to show us around the town. How nice of him. But he kind of just runs up there, and then he's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, you're not wearing the running shoes. Yeah, get this, in this game you can only run with the running shoes. It's impossible to run unless you have the running shoes. But then he gives you a tour of the town. He's like, yep, Red Roof is the Pokemon Center. It's where you heal up your Pokemon. That's where you go when they're low on health. The buildings with the blue roofs, that's the mart. That's where you can buy stuff like Pokeballs and potions. Then he tells you that up here is Route 30, and the routes connect to the new cities. And it's where you'll fight trainers and get wild Pokemon and stuff like that. Over here to the west of the town is the ocean. Or the sea, as he calls it. And, yep, like he said, there's a bunch of Pokemon that you can only find in the water. And finally up here, if we can keep up with the old man, he's like, yeah, this is my house right here. And for your efforts of keeping up with him, you get the running shoes. That's right, you get a free pair of shoes just for following some crazy old man around. So yeah, now you're physically able to run. Like, the first 10 years of your life, you could not run, but now that you have the running shoes, you can finally do it. So yeah, if you just press B, or I guess hold B, then yeah, you can run around quickly. So, we got the running shoes, we got our Chikorita, I think we're ready to go, guys. So, wait, whoa, what's going on? Oh, it's you again. Yeah, he's like, oh my god, I made it. He somehow made it up here without his running shoes, but he's gonna give you a map card. I think I talked about that a bit earlier. It goes in your Pokegear, it's a town map, pretty nice if it's your first time playing the game. You can see a map of where all the cities are at, so you kind of can tell what routes you have to go through to get farther through the game. But yeah, the map right here, I guess it's on the bottom screen. It shows we're in Cherry Grove City. And right now we're going to be heading north into Route 30, so yep, we got everything ready, and I guess we'll continue along this route next time. So stay tuned for part 2, everybody.